Hello there everyone, Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. Today I'm back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket. In today's video, I feel like trying out this Gyarados deck that I recently built, see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. This deck is pretty simple in its composition, just revolves around Gyarados EX, Gastrodon, and Manaphy. But I will have the entire deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try this deck out for yourself or to simply improve upon it. I'll also try to explain my game plan and thought process as to behind why this deck is built this way when we actually get into some matches here. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's go out and find our first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here. Looks like we're going second. That's always good. And we have the almost an ideal hand. We do have our Manaphy and a Magikarp here. We do have a Pokeball, so we can make things interesting and maybe get Shellos. But looks like we're also going against another water deck as well. Staryu and or Starmie and I mean Starmie kind of goes with everything water-wise, so just don't tell them what we're going up against. And there's a Mew. Mew also kind of goes with everything as well. But ideally, we almost had the ideal hand. Preferably, I would have started with the Shellos in my hand as well. Basically, the idea is you have your Manaphy in the point position while you're buffing your Magikarp to evolve into Gyarados and your Shellos into Gastrodon. I run Gastrodon in this particular deck because Gastrodon is similar to Greninja in the effect that has the ability to attack your opponent's bench, and we do have our Shellos actually. Though it's not an effect for Gastrodon like it is Greninja, it is actually just part of its attack. As in, you do 60 to the active Pokemon, as well as an additional, I forget right off rip, let me see real quick. And you do 20 damage as well to your choice of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is a good effect to have, honestly. So obviously, you kind of want to start with the Misty in your hand as well, because Misty just is always good to have. But let's see what we can get done here. And Gastrodon does take 3 energy to get built. So I think I'm going to opt, since I don't have a Gyarados in sight, we're going to do Shellos and Magikarp. And with Manaphy's effect, you can't double up on one Pokemon. You have to just spread the wealth between 2, which is good and bad, unfortunately. But they will probably opt to attack and not evolve, if they do have Starmie here, just to get the sure damage on Manaphy, I suppose. Alright, we do have our Gastrodon, which is wonderful. And we're going to oak it up before we do anything else, just see if we have Gyarados or not. We do have Gyarados, which is also good. Alright, so let's get our Gyarados out here as well. And I'm going to buff up Gastrodon since we can actually get them going first. And we'll get the energy we need into Gyarados here and Gastrodon. I'm willing to concede Manaphy to do this. Hopefully they don't have Starmie. That would be nice for them not to have that, but I don't know if my luck will be that good. And nope, they have their Starmie. So we're going to lose Manaphy here, which is unfortunate, but necessary. So, okay, we're going to bring in Gastrodon, because we're going to get a free 60 on Starmie, as well as a free 20 on one of these Mews back here. Alright, we're going to put Manaphy on our bench, and I'm going to put energy into Gyarados, so Gyarados will be ready next turn. And we're going to take the 60 here, and we'll pick Gold Mew. We'll pick on the fancy one. Why not? And unfortunately, I can't KO Starmie just yet with Gastrodon. But what I can do, I can tag him out, but it's 3 energy to get out. So hopefully I can draw into my Leaf and do it that way. But I'm trying to wonder if it'll be worth it. Probably just be worth it to concede the energy just so we can start sweeping with Gyarados, because we can take out everything they've got, which is probably the wiser thing to do. And we have another Misty, so we can try to build up faster if we really need Gastrodon again. But they have more or less kind of served their purpose as of right now, so we're going to take them out. Bring Gyarados in. And I can one-shot everything they have, so I'm not really too scared of anything as of right now. We'll save our Misty. And we'll take out the Starmie with Gyarados. Now, what will they opt to tag in here? I mean, it really doesn't matter. If I'm being completely honest, they don't have any Mew built up. And they can't, even if they make me tag something in, them tagging something in doesn't kill me. So it's not really all bad. And I mean, I guess tagging Gastrodon would be a pain in the ass if they Cyrus that in, but because it would take me a few turns to get them back out. But let's see what they have to do here. Yep, they are going to Cyrus in the Gastrodon, which is fine. Again, a pain in the ass, but we'll do what we can. Alright, now, preferably I would like to have Leaf here. But we don't, we have Misty. Okay, so I'm going to try to Misty just on this Gastrodon. It's kind of a waste, but I just want to try to get Gastrodon out so we can win now. But we only get to hit on one. And kind of a waste of energy here, but that's what we're going to do to try to force their hand to take Gastrodon out. Because we don't want them sitting and building the Mews in the background here. So next turn I can take Gastrodon out and KO something with Gyarados. Because again, the last thing we want is Mew to get that Gnome hacking up, Reginome hacking up. Because they will also have Gyarados' attack, which would be a pain in the ass. But let's see what they do here. I mean, they're kind of in a lose-lose situation, I think. Yep, they realized it too. But yeah, I'll take. Managed to get lucky and get the first game on the board here. Hopefully, we can manage to string a few wins together here with this Gyarados Gastrodon deck. But good game to the opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we're going second again, which is perfectly fine. Just can't guarantee you're going to get Misty in the opening hand anyway, but we actually do manage to, so I'll take that. And we have both our Gastrodons and one Shellos. This is not the optimal or ideal start that we want to have, but they're running Darkrai Jurjagon, so they have to build as well. The unfortunate effect of Darkrai is they are going to be doing 20 damage to our active Pokemon, which is not something that you want. But we'll try to see what we can get done here. And thankfully they can't play Energy in their first turn. And hopefully this will net me a Magikarp. And it does. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, but I don't really want to mess around too much. Let's see. We'll play Misty on Shellos because I don't have a Gyarados in hand, so and I can't guarantee when I'm going to get it. But let's see what we can get done here. We do hit, so next turn... Well, next turn for sure, Gastrodon's going to be ready. And I'm not going to attack into this Jurjagon because we get nothing for it, really. And we don't want to give them a 40 damage sweep here. And honestly, at this point, it would just be nice to preferably draw into maybe a Sabrina. But we're going to get Gyarados, which is not bad. Alright, so we're going to get Gyarados out. We don't have to waste any resources on Gastrodon. We're going to get Gyarados built up. I will opt to attack Jurjagon just so I can do 20 damage to this Darkrai. Even though we are unfortunately going to get hit for 20 ourselves and then get hit for 20 more. So we do, and they're going to play... Rocky Helmet on Jurjagon. Alright, we get another Magikarp. I could Cyrus in the Darkrai, which would make things interesting on them. Actually, I think I will. I'll be that guy. Gonna force the Darkrai in, and while they will be able to one-shot my Gastrodon, it is a necessary evil. I mean, I can't swing on them with Gyarados yet anyway. And And if they do opt to bring in Weezing here, it does force them to burn the 2 energy they've put into Darkrai. But they probably will just opt to attack, maybe. Because they know I can't attack Gyarados next turn regardless. Unless I see a Misty here, which would be nice. Alright, we're going to bring our Gyarados in to be our tank. And hopefully I see Misty. And I don't see Misty. We got another Shellos. Which is okay. And I can't attack yet, so that's really all I can do. Now, they basically have to... They have to get Darkrai out, and they have another one on the bench. They're going to tag probably into Weezing, I would presume. No, they're actually going to bring in Druddigon. All right. So, I would like to see Sabrina here. We got Leaf, which is not Sabrina. Or Misty. I kind of just need to attack here. Alright, I'll eat the 40 here. Alright, I can go for game if I get Sabrina. But that might be asking a whole lot. Let's see if we got 9 cards left. And 2 of those are Sabrina. And they played Oak, so they can't forcibly make me bring something else in. Really don't want to lose to Gyarados. Like, that would be the worst thing that could happen here. Alright, so we're going to get hit for 30. And then an additional 10. And that's going to be all she wrote. I got lucky enough to draw into Sabrina. They probably had my number here had they absolutely had my number here had this not happened. But we'll do this. Take out this Darkrai, and that'll be game. And that's 2 in a row for Gyarados and Gastrodon. It's been equal parts luck and luck. But a good game to that opponent. Hopefully we can keep the streak going and make it 3 in a row. And I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we're going first this go around. So hopefully we got a Misty so we can get started faster. And we do, but no Gyarados, which is never good. Alright, we gotta hope our Magikarp survives first round, but looks like it will. Looks like it will. Looks like we're gonna get lucky. And we got our Gyarados immediately, which is also wonderful. But this is presuming that Misty smiles upon me this day. Alright, so we're gonna play our Manaphy. Alright, I'm not asking for much. Maybe just, I would take 1. I'm gonna get none. Alright, which complicates things, unfortunately. Because we don't want Golem to get going back there. Alright, they're going to open it up so they can't forcibly bring anything in, and there's no threat of this Druddigon attacking. Okay, we have another Gyarados as well, which is also good. So, I'm going to opt to Leaf. Just so I don't lose, waste a turn here. Because if we use Leap Out, then our turn is over. So we're going to not attack and just evolve into Gyarados. And we're going to get an Energy-Eating Gyarados here. Unfortunately, only 1, because I don't believe this affects stacks. I think you have to spread it out between 2 Pokemon. Yep, we only get the 1 in the Gyarados. But that's okay. Because they're building and we're also building. So the slow game actually benefits me. And they haven't hit on a Graveler or Golem just yet. So the unfortunate part of this, though, is that looming Marshadow, but they haven't put any energy into it just yet. All right, we're going to oak it up. We get our Gastrodon. All right, so this is good because I'm going to force away Sabrina in that Marshadow and eliminate that problem. And next turn, Gyarados is ready to go. And thankfully, Manaphy has a low retreat cost, so we can get them out pretty quickly. And we are ready to go now. We can get the Gyarados train running. All right, they're going to put the Rocky Helmet on Druddigon, which sucks, but that's okay. And we got to wait for them to return now, unfortunately. Come on, you just placed the helmet. Come on, you were here. Now we'll see what they opt to do. All right, they're going to put the energy into Marshadow. Which is thankfully, it's actually good for us. Because it means they've wasted it and they just don't know it yet. We get another Gastrodon. No Shellos, unfortunately, but that's okay. All right, so we got Gyarados ready to go. We're going to retreat our Manaphy and bring the lad in. And we're going to play Sabrina. So either they lose their Geodude or their Marshadow. It's their choice. All right, you choose Spider-Man. What are you going to do? All right, they are going to opt to lose the Marshadow because Golem is the boss monster of the deck. And we're going to wipe out Marshadow. And the threat of being hit for 100. All right, so they're going to bring Druddigon back in, of course. Honestly, another Sabrina would be wonderful to have. Because then that kind of throws away the plan of the deck. All right, I know they for sure have another basic in their hand. I'm just curious as to what it could be. It's either another Geodude or Marshadow, or even another Druddigon. Could be three things. Who knows? All right, they got their Graveler. So we're going to take some damage here. Now, ideally, I mean, Gyarados' effect, I'm either going to lose an energy or Graveler's going to lose an energy. Hopefully it's them since I got hit the last time. But since I don't have Sabrina, I'm going to have to just attack into it. Golem doesn't knock us out. And we did manage to take an energy off of Graveler, so they're going to have a little bit of a slower build. All good things. So this kind of, I think, becomes unwinnable for them right now. And they may know it, which is why they stepped away for a brief second. All right, so it looks like we might have to wait the timer to go down. All right, now, will they come back, or are they going to try to just wait me out and see if I'll concede? Unfortunately for them, I'm stubborn, so I won't do that. All right, my friend, what you doing? I would very much just like to end the game and not draw this out for very long. Come on now. I do wonder, speaking of Golem, if how halfway decent maybe a Golem and a Lucario deck would be. It gives you the kind of the damage boost that maybe you need to put Golem over the top, since it is kind of low hitting, especially if you're running the Mythical Island variant. Which I think is the better version of the two Golems. I feel like that would be halfway decent. I feel like Lucario probably buffs a lot of decks. Maybe not to the optimal competitive level, but I'd be interested to try it out. If I ever have the good luck of drawing Lucario, I have not hit on that yet. But it would be nice. All right, bud. Come on. Where are we at? And speaking of wishing, I would love some more Charizard support, by the way, as well. Charizard's my favorite Pokemon, if isn't painfully apparent for all the Charizard decks that I've played, and looks like they have timed out. And I mean, Charizard's still good. I just want more Charizard support because I'm selfish, but or just another Charizard of some kind, or Typhlosion. Give me something. All right. I do believe. I kind of lost my train of thought, but what I was going to say is I do believe I'm going to end the video here. We'll take the 3 in a row. Gyarados had a pretty good outing. Usually my Gyarados decks actually surprisingly do halfway okay for whatever reason, I have a little bit more luck with them. But good game to that opponent. Feel free to leave me any notes on what kind of Gyarados variants would be maybe interesting to play, or maybe how I can make this one particularly even stronger. But yeah, if you made this far in the video, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.